Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking National League stadiums 24th to 1st. At 24th we have Gateshead. At 24th we've got Gateshead, the International Stadium. It can hold up to 11,000 people. I don't like it because it's got a bloody racetrack. So 24th. 23rd, Oxford City. Oxford City 23rd. The Royal Charging Stadium has a capacity of 3,100. With an only 3D pitch in the 5th tier of English football, I just don't think it's good enough. So 23rd, Oxford City. 22nd, Maidenhead United. As you know, Maidenhead United currently play their football at York Road, which is the longest serving ground in the National League. I just think it's a really boring ground and there's room for improvement. So Maidenhead 22nd. 21st, Woking Football. As you know, they host their home games at Kingfield Stadium. In the away section, there's no shelter, which isn't good, but holds to 6,000 people in the stadium. But I think it's not a great ground, so 21st. At 20th, we got Dorking, close to Woking. They host their games at Meadowbank, which is not great for 5th tier English football. With 3D pitch, I just don't think you should have that. You should have a proper pitch, but Meadowbank. 20th. 19th, Altrincham. Altrincham got a not too bad team, but it must be boring going there every other Saturday. It just looks like a dead stadium, but for the National League it's not that bad. So 19th, Altrincham. 18th, Aldershot Town. Despite having plans to do a new ground, the EB Stadium isn't that bad of a ground for the National League. I just think it looks like an old rust bag, but it's not that good. So 18th, Aldershot. 17th, Bromley. As you know, Bromley play their football at Hayes Lane. It's just an average ground. It's like their fans give it large, all their youth. I just think it's quite bad. So 17th, Bromley. 16th, Dagenham and Redbridge. As you know, Dagenham and Redbridge haven't got a bad ground within their cheap, well-constructed stadium, but I think for a National League, it's about mid. So I think they can do better for improvements, but Dagenham 16th. 15th, Ipswich United. Ipswich United haven't got a bad ground for their thing. Considering being in the National South with 100 plus points, I think it can hold a couple thousand people and it's not too bad. So 15th, Ipswich. 14th, Eastleigh. So I personally think the Silver Lake Stadium's an average for National League. It's standard, but I just think there's lots of room for improvement. So 14th, Eastleigh. 13th, Willstone. As you know, Willstone have like an old-fashioned ground, like just like one of the proper old ones for National League. But I think it's a good ground, but there's room for improvement. So 13th, Willstone. Solihull Moors 12th. As you know, Solihull Moors were recently founded in 2007. I would have put them lower, but they're recently founded, so it's not too bad for stadium. But there is room for improvement, or even a new stadium. So 12th, Solihull Moors. At 11th, we have Southend United. Currently, Southend play at Roots Hall Football Stadium. It used to be good, considering they used to be professional, but I don't think it's good enough, and then they need to upgrade. So, Southend. At 10th, got Oldham. As you know, they play their football at Boundary Park. Personally, I don't like it. In the away section, there's a roof on it. Just can't see the view from the back seats. So I think it's the 10th best. At 9th, we've got Kidderminster. As you know, Kidderminster have quite a good ground considering they got promoted last season from playoffs. I just think it's a really nice ground. So at 9th. In 8th, we've got Rochdale. As you know, Rochdale play their football at the Sportland Stadium. And I just like how it's laid out. But I don't agree where it says day on all those poles because it can annoy fans. So at 8th is Rochdale. At 7th, we've got AFC Fly. As you know, they were the Northern champions in the Northern Vanarama National League. As you know, I just like the stadium because it's different. You wouldn't find this in a National League. So at 7th, we've got AFC Fly. At 6th, we've got Barnet. As you know, Barnet play their football at the Hive Stadium. I just like how it's laid out. Like there's all 4 stands and it's spaced out from the players to the fans. So I think the 6th best, so 6th Barnet. At 5th, we got Boreham Wood. As you know, Boreham Wood play their football at Meadow Park. I just think it's a nice ground, nice and laid out, and the pitch always looks fresh. It's just a nice ground. So 5th, Boreham Wood. At 4th, we've got Halifax. As you know, Halifax play their football at the Shea Stadium, which isn't bad for a northern side. I just think it's got lots of potential and it to be better. So at 4th, Halifax. At 3rd, we've got York City. As we know, York City play their football here. And just to think it's a nice, colourful stadium. Considering they've got a billionaire owner, it's only going to get even better and better. So York 3rd. At 2nd, we've got Hartlepool. As you know, Hartlepool currently play their football at Victoria Park. I just think it's a good ground, considering they've just been relegated from the Football League, so it's pretty good. So second. At first, we've got Chesterfield. As you know, Chesterfield used to be a professional club before, but for a National League stadium, that is a mad stadium. To have the features full stands, not all professional teams have free stands, so first Chesterfield.